And the guy is very nice. Come on in. Let me show you what's going on here. He said, it's called a pillar fire. He said, the interesting thing is, last year, our place caught on fire and burned to the ground. I go, wow, what? Okay, so, but anyway, but we're called pillar fire. And so he said, hey, we're going to make some chocolate chip cookies here. And I said, well, that's great. I need to get across that river. He said, no, you can't do that. I said, what are you talking about? I said, well, there's alligators out there and there's all this stuff. I said, I know, but I mean, nobody crosses that? He goes, look, it really sounds like you want to go. I said, and he says, where are you going? I said, I have no idea. I just want to go across that and follow this, keep going along the beach road or whatever it is. He said, okay, well, I have a brother-in-law that has a canoe or something. Let me see if I can contact him. I said, okay. Anyway, so as we're there talking, the place catches on fire again as they're making these damn cookies. I go, holy shit, your place is on fire. He goes, what? Looks over. I mean, smoke's billowing out of these ovens that they're cooking these cookies on. It literally caught on fire, and they put it out. I went, wow, you ever think about changing the name Pillar Fire? I mean, whatever. So anyway, I don't know if I spent the night. I guess I must have. But we go the next day, and his brother-in-law meets us there, and he tries to talk to me, and he goes, no, because I'm going to get you across it. There's no way you're going to come back. So we're not standing on waiting for you to come back. I said, well, I'm going. So let me worry about that. You may cross. He goes, okay, here's the thing. There's a guy up, so I'm going to send you across. I'm going to drop you off. If you go, quarter of a mile this way, there is somebody there. If you ask him, they'll get you. They can put your bike and come back. I said, okay, good. Now, because what I said to him is, I said, I'll swim back. And the guy looks at me and goes, okay, well, you are crazy. I said, well, I'm not crazy, but I want to go, and I'm not going to be stopped by not coming back. So if I have to, he says, no, you don't get it. There literally are alligators and stuff in here. So I'm hearing what you're saying, but I want to go. And it does sound crazy. I'm telling a story now. I'm going. I guess I was just trying to talk him into it. Would I really swim back? God, I hope not. But that's what I was telling him. So anyway, he gets me across there. I'm riding my bike. I'm going through all these. I mean, it's just dense jungle, just these little foot trails, and really cool, very cool. And it's starting to get dark, and I don't know where I'm going to spend the night. But I have a hammock with me, and I have whatever. And I come to another little river thing that I don't see on my map. And I go, geez, how do we get across this? And I start to go across, and I can't do it, and it's too deep. And I go, okay, well, maybe I have to go up the thing. And so out of the bush comes a group of people. Hey, how you doing? Now, English is their fifth language or something, because they can speak some English, but they all have tribal languages and all that. They come out and they say, hey, we're from the Crew tribe. Now, I'm just telling you, so if anybody watches this, my understanding was from the Crew tribe, they're cannibals. They do human sacrifice, and that's their thing. That's who they are. And so that kind of scared me to hear that. And I go, oh, shoot, okay. And so I'm trying to get across. Well, you can't get across. You'll have to stay here tonight. I go, I got my hammock. I'm going to stay out. You don't want to be out in the jungle by yourself. No, I actually don't want to be, especially knowing you're here. But that's where I'm going. I'm not going to your little village, whatever this is. I didn't want to tell them why. I'm afraid of you. But anyway, so they said, then what we're going to do is we're going to send people out there to watch you all night. I go, well, either way, they know where I am. I can't hide. If they want to kill me, why am I out there on a hammock in the middle of the night? Who knows? So they talked me into coming in to their place. It was a beautiful little village. And this is something that's so important. I did a lot of traveling like this. I met a lot of different tribes, and it didn't matter what their tribe was, even though I met quite a few different tribes. They were all the nicest people you ever wanted to meet. It was only when you get into the city where everybody has these reputations of, oh, yeah, you kill people, and you do this, you do that. Okay, well, that's all I knew. So anyway, I went to their place, and the guy goes, "So you're going to be sleeping in the chief's hut?" I go, "No, no, no, no. You're going to be sleeping in the chief's hut. You're our guest. And we're going to have you for dinner." "What? Yeah. What does that mean?" "Well," I said, "I'm a vegan. I don't eat meat or..." "Oh, don't worry. We're going to figure something out that you can eat and that we can eat." So of course that's it. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I shouldn't be here, whatever. I knew better. And they cooked me up some cabbage, or who knows what they cooked, greens or whatever. I said, "No meat." "Oh, no, no problem." What they meant by "we're going to have you for dinner" was really, "You're coming over for dinner, you're eating dinner with us." That's not what I heard. And that's fine. But it did scare me. And I had a great, whatever they fed me was great. I went in to go to sleep. I can't believe I fell asleep, but I did. Early in the morning, a rooster, who also lived in the same hut as the chief, started crowing. Well, I was awake. I don't need any coffee. I'm wide awake now. I don't know what the hell that was. I got to get out of here. And I just remembered something. There was a sound in the middle of the night from what I can only say was something I believe was electronic, like a bing, bing. I mean, there's no bird doing that. There's nothing that I know of, except for maybe an electronic kind of sound. And it went all night long. And I was able to ask them next morning. We didn't hear anything. Okay, well, I'm not going to question you. I know I heard it. I couldn't sleep. But so anyway, that was done. I go back, and then I realized if I don't turn around and go back right now, I have to work the next day. So I go back, and so that was kind of cool. But I had this experience. Nicest people you ever want to meet. Got to see things. I'm traveling in uncharted waters, right, basically, because the map doesn't have the foot trails and all that kind of stuff on there. Guava has a smell that you won't believe. I'm right along the trail, and I smell something. I go, that's got to be some kind of food or something. And I keep going. All of a sudden I see it's a guava tree in the middle of the jungles here. I pick the fruit. Isn't that delicious? Anyway, so I go farther, and I see, I have pictures of this, but red, they're called monkey apples. I don't know the generic name or what they really are, but that's what they call that. And so one tree, not a grove of them, and I picked these things. Well, they look great. I didn't open them up right then. I brought them with me. I got back to Monrovia, and people saw me coming in. They all wanted to, where did he go this time? He come in, and I showed them this. Oh my God. You found monkey apples? You had to be on the end of the world or something to find that. There's only so few of those in the whole world, and you found some, and you brought some back. So it was kind of a fun thing, a cool thing. And he showed me how to open it up in this little section, you eat them, and it was delicious. So, another, for me, good story. I wanted to tell you about, so I had mentioned about a coup that happened while I was there. And it turned out that I had decided I wanted to learn how to fly airplanes. I've always wanted to. But it turns out that there was a general there, an American general, because we had the Marines there, kind of a little group of Marines that were protecting something, the embassy or something. And he said, "I'll teach you how to fly." Okay, good. And so I go and have a little lesson from him, and he said, "Well, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to read all these books, you got to do this." And I go, "Oh my God, I'm in Wonderland here, in Jungle Land or something, and you just told me I have to go back to school." And anyway, I decided not to do that. But I'm just saying this, nice guy, whatever. Well, so at some point, I get a message in 6 o'clock in the morning that there's a coup being going on. And they said, turn the TV on, turn the TV on. It's Kawampa. This person has already gotten to the capital city, surround the capital city, and now is in charge of the TV station, the radio station, all that stuff. I'm going, this doesn't look good. Obviously, it's dangerous. Who shows up? He's there on the thing, on the microphone, whatever. All of a sudden, it shows this vehicle driving up. Who is it? It's a U.S. general getting out, walking over and shaking his hand. Now, this is on live TV. This is the guy that was going to teach me how to fly. Now, that tells anybody watching this, that sounds like the U.S. government's involved in this coup attempt. If you're knowing where this guy is, you're driving up, he's shaking your hand. We didn't know what to do after that. We just thought, okay, well, sounds like he's on our side or whatever, who knows. Within hours, he's overtaken and they kill him. Not the general, probably should have killed him too, but Kawampa, they killed him. And I go, so now it's back in Kayendo's hands, the president, and everybody's seen that video, and I got to live here. One of very few Caucasian people, American people, whatever. And it was pretty scary. Never got any grief from it. I do know that Susan, who had been living with me, or I was living with her, or who knows what, went down to get some food. They grabbed her and tried to make her eat one of Kawampa's fingers. And she somehow got away from that. I thought, well, that's a terrible story. Well, it turns out my boss, Al, they took him and put him in a cage the size of a dog kennel. And again, said, you will eat this finger or we won't let you go. He was Muslim. He goes, it didn't matter if he was Muslim. He could be any, Susan, not Muslim. Would I have eaten it? Hell, I don't know. To save my life, who knows what you would have done. He didn't eat it. They kept him there for a long time. They finally let him go too. So it's very unsettling times. And you're in a area where, at any time, tables can turn on you, which they did more often than not. I should have been looking at this while I was talking. Let's see here. So of course so anyway, I'm looking around. So Monkey Island is something that maybe some of my friends know about or whatever. And that is that I'm out on my motorcycle. And what I want to do, maybe I'm going to make this in two things here. My Monkey Island, I went out at one point and I said, listen, I want to see nature. So I'm on my bike and I'm going out in the jungle and I meet someone and I say, listen, I need to find somebody who can take me out. I want to take some pictures of animals. Oh, no. Hunter Brown. You want Hunter Brown? I do? Yeah. Well, he's not here right yet. So go stay over here and we'll call you when he comes in. Well, so anyway, he comes in. Okay, I'll take you. Let's go. The next day. I'm out in the jungles, away from any little villages or anything. Let's go. So we're going. And he says, park your car. We have to walk now. I go, okay, let's walk. I'm walking up this hill, when I say hill, I mean trees everywhere. It's a jungle. But I'm right behind. He's cutting branches, and it's not like, here's the path, let's take this path. He's making a path. I said, okay, well, this is kind of exciting. And what are you going to show me? Well, we might see elephant, we might see hippos, you'll see chimpanzees, you'll see, okay, let's do that. And we're going, and we're cutting this area, and I don't see really anything. I'm going, what the heck? And we finally get to the top of this hill. It's the tallest hill or mountain, whatever you want to call it, that we were at. I said, I can't see a damn thing. I can't even see what's over there. I'm going to climb this tree. I want to climb this tree and kind of climb up at the top and kind of look out over the forest and see what we have. He says, I don't recommend that. I said, okay, but this is nothing. I'm in the middle of the jungle. I can't see a damn thing. So I said, I'm going to go do that. So I climb up to this thing, and it's tall. It's 60 feet or 100 feet tall. But it was growing in a way that I can climb up it, you know. And I get to the very top, and I know better now, but the canopy is the top of that, all these trees. And I get to the very top, and to look out, I have to go a little further, and I have to open up the canopy at the top of this tree. Well, all the dust from the floor of the forest or whatever is in this canopy. And I started coughing so hard at 100 feet up that I couldn't breathe. I literally stopped. I couldn't breathe. I literally kept trying to breathe, and I could barely breathe. And then I realized I'm passing out. And so I said, let me try to lay in an area where if I pass out, I won't fall 100 feet down. So I lay in between these two branches, and sure enough, maybe I passed out. Whatever it was, this saved me to be figured that out. And I coughed for 15 minutes. I could not catch my breath. And so finally I caught my breath and said, I'm getting out of here. I go down and I get at the bottom, and the guy, Mr. Brown, goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I would have come up to get you, but to climb that high, that would be crazy. You mean like I was to climb up there? Like I'm crazy? Yeah, maybe I am, but isn't that what you just said? That it would be you couldn't help me because that would be crazy to climb up. Thank you. So anyway, I thanked him, and now you got to remember, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I have money on me. At one point, he takes his rifle out and sees a brown deer, and says, "I'm gonna." And I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm gonna kill that deer." I said, No. Everything I hired you, I'm paying you so I can take pictures. I don't want to kill anything. He goes, "No, that's a brown deer." Okay, it is a brown deer. If you kill anything, I'm not paying you nothing. How's that sound? Okay, well, I won't kill it. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't kill it. I didn't bring you here so you can go hunting, right? But he also knows he's got a gun I don't. And if he wants to at any point, he's just aiming at me. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Why don't you just give me the money that you were going to give me, and then maybe give you everything you have. Why don't you just give me that? He didn't say that, but that's, of course, it made sense to me that could happen. So we start going back, and he's going and going and going. I'm following him. I'm going, he's not going back. This is not the way we came. This has nothing to do with going back the way we came. And I got to tell him, I know he's doing something that's not right. And finally I said, got to say something. You know, let's have it out right now. Hey, you don't know. You're not taking me back. Either you're lost or you're trying to take me to a place to kill me. I don't know what you're doing. But we're not going back the way we came. I'm very good at nature and all this kind of stuff. He goes, hey, come here. What? Come here, I want to show you something. He walks over, looks down, and he looks at a branch. He says, see this? I look and I go, yeah. He says, see how it was cut? I go, yeah. He says, I cut that on the way up here. I go, what? Yeah, come here. I want to show you something. Let's go a little farther over here, where we're heading anyway. See that branch? Yeah. See how it's freshly cut? Yeah. I cut that on the way up here. I go, wow, you do know where you're going. I had no clue. And that's fine. I mean, you know, but I was scared, and I was, you know, you got to be paranoid anyway if you're going to be living in the jungle. So, anyway, so a lot of stories to tell you, but luckily he didn't, and I paid him, and I gave him a tip, obviously, and I said, you know, I didn't tell him this. Thanks for not killing me out there when you could have had everything, but I did get to see some apes. I didn't see the hippo, but we saw hippo trails, and it was great. It was being out in nature and really seeing what Africa is all about. I'll talk to you soon.